Margavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Arakea Garladirthin, the head of the submod Divide and Conquer. And welcome back to Divide and Conquer, as we decide, or I just bring to your attention, that we will be voting for a new faction. Potentially. We might not be. In the last Enedwaith campaign, it very much came to an end. However, it didn't, strictly speaking, come to an end. I haven't actually met the victory conditions. I need another 18 or so provinces, something like that. However, if those of you who have hopefully watched the video, I tried to space these two videos out enough so that you could at least watch it before then this one went up. If you were there on time, I suppose. But anyway, I took Mithlond. So spoiler alert, I took Mithlond and I pretty much defeated Linden. So I felt like the Enedwaith campaign had run its course. It's very similar to the Anduin campaign, ergo I wanted to replace it. I'm desperate to get a version 1 campaign out so that you can all have a little look. See. I mean, you've got a new map here that you don't get in version 0.52 showing you the changes. And so we're going to go to a faction vote. Now, as I've said many times before, this vote will be between 2 new factions or 1/3 alternative. And the 3 options will be the Kingdom of Gondor, who we are currently on at the moment. There's a long list of whatnot there. Where's the rules? Turn that to short so you can see everything. There's a Kingdom of Gondor, or you can choose the Principality of Dol Amroth. However, I decided in the Enedwaith video to do a 3rd option for any who felt that the campaign needed to continue. And that is, you can also vote to continue with the Enedwaith campaign. So those are your 3 options: Dol Amroth, Gondor, or continuing with Enedwaith. Now, if we continue with Enedwaith, just a bit of information, it will be finishing off Linden for good, and then likely going to war with Bree. Those would be my final objectives. If I continued with Enedwaith, it would just be to finish off the victory conditions. However, the reason I feel that it's mostly done and we should finish with it is because I am now able to build a full banner army of my elite troops within a couple of turns. You'll see at the end of the video. At the end of that video, sorry, the last Enedwaith one. And no one can really stop me. We've just taken down one of the strongest factions in the West with minimal losses, and I've really overpowered them. So I don't think it's going to be that much more interesting. And as I say, it's very similar to Anduin, so I'd like to break it up. A lot of changes have gone in the southern theatre. As you can see, Khand reach a little further across, and now they even take Imlad Khanan in turn 1. So Khand now actually play a part from the beginning of the game in the Gondor Dol Amroth arena. Hummingbird has been trying to get Khand to play a part since he joined the mod, and he finally got it the way he was after. So I trust that you're pleased, sir. But so yes, your choices are Gondor or Dol Amroth. Now, to give you a little bit of information, just so that to round out this 5 or so minute video, Gondor are a more middle tier faction. Their units are more mainstream. In fact, actually, Gondor are kind of the stats that we base every other nation off of. Just a little side information bit for you there. But Gondor are the mainstream. They've not got very many elites, and a lot of their best units are restricted with the fiefdom recruitment system. So you'll only get your Blackroot's in the Blackroot Vale. You'll only get Ithilians here, Fountain Guard, Lasarnak, Lebenin, Pinnith Gelin. There's restrictions all over the shop. Obviously, as well, the campaign is quite difficult for Gondor, at least in version 0.52, the last time I played. In the version 1, the campaign is now even harder because Khand will be knocking on your door from day 1, and they are quite aggressive. Mordor have got new units since 0.52, and they'll happily bring those to bear. So the Gondor campaign is tricky. Now, the difference is mostly between Gondor and Dol Amroth. Dol Amroth are elite. They've got middle tier units, and they've got lower tier units, of course, but they've got a vast array of elite units that Gondor don't get. So playing as Dol Amroth, you can really overwhelm your enemies if you can survive to the end game. But I have it on good authority that now that Harad has been overhauled to be very aggressive and much stronger, and Khand also obviously are in this arena, Dol Amroth campaign is now very hard, according to our beta testers. So it's gone from being quite a walkover. I mean, my record with Dol Amroth in my own time was beating Harad within the first 20 turns. And that was through regicide, I will admit. But there was always a very easy way to play as Dol Amroth. You just put every general into one army, and then you went for it. Nobody could stand against you as long as you always controlled the battle yourself, and you could push for the Haradrim capital, Finabel, and you'd basically take them out of the game. Now, I've been told that it's not that simple anymore. We've reduced the bodyguard size. Adrahil and Imrahil no longer have the Knights of the Silver Swan bodyguard, so they're worse. Well, they're still very strong, but they are still weaker. So the campaign is a lot harder. So those are your choices: Dol Amroth or Gondor, or continue with Enedwaith. If it sways your decision in any way, I honestly do not mind which one I play as. Dol Amroth is my favourite faction. Everybody knows that. I'm the Dol Amroth fanboy. I am the reason why Dol Amroth has so many odd little features. They were the first faction that truly got a big overhaul when I was brought on as a coder, because I just spent weeks fiddling with Dol Amroth's gameplay. However, I've never played as Gondor, so I'd be interested to play as either. I'd like to see the difference in version 1 with Dol Amroth, and I'd like to share that difference with you all. And of course, Dol Amroth's my favourite faction, so I'd be well behind the campaign more. However, Gondor, obviously, Gondor is a very tricky campaign. They're one of the mainstream factions. They're very popular factions, so people may enjoy watching us play as Gondor. But those are your two choices. Or, indeed, continue on as Enedwaith. So that's that. You can find the poll in the description below. You can only vote once. Your IPs are restricted by a point to only be able to vote once. And what's the day? It'll be Wednesday, won't it? Wednesday the 29th of June. I will close the poll at GMT on Sunday. No, do I want to go to Sunday? No, I don't think we'll need to go to Sunday, really. It's just I'll probably be here on Sunday. When should we close the poll? We need a final deadline date. No, let's go Saturday. Let's bring it forward a day. On Saturday. So this video has gone up at my home time, at GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. It will have gone up about, I don't know, 10 o'clock in the morning, something like that, on a Wednesday. You will then have till the following Saturday, GMT midday, 12 p.m. That will be when I close it. So as soon as my clock tells me that it's 12 o'clock on that Saturday, a disadvantage for all of those who have yet to see the thing, of course, but this isn't politics. So people in New Zealand, you'll be a little disappointed. Or, no, sorry, people in America, because you're behind us. So I'm going to reach 12 o'clock before you. But anyway, that's by the by, that's totally irrelevant. So you've got till Saturday, 12 o'clock GMT, and that's when the poll will end. So get voting. Pop your ideas in the comments and whatnot. And, yeah, I look forward to seeing how it ends. And until we speak again, dear friends, Navar and den Pedimad Melonin, and farewell.